This podcast is powered by The Plug.
What's good, your man Bullet Brak, and we are piling on the porch right now. We piling in the motherfucking garage. We could be piling in your girlfriend's bedroom, but I guess the only way would you know is if you tap into this motherfucking shit. Once again, it's your man Bullet Brak, piling on the porch or piling at Becky's house, whatever you want it to be.
Piling on the porch and its subsidiaries.
Allegedly.
Not necessarily believe in the things that are said on the show.
And no, they don't. And sometimes I don't even believe half the shit that I'm saying. Baby, I love you, and I shall be home probably in the next week if you do not divorce me. Allegedly.
Wow. How romantic.
That was.
And he ain't fucking lying.
It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games until it's all real fun and games until you see the mailman in the rain waving the paper back and forth like this. About you might want to come get this.
Fucking guy.
Allegedly.
Fucking guy.
Allegedly.
That was romantic, I'd say. Right?
Don't put fucking fuel.
She's like, did you shout me out?
No, literally.
Did I just get a shout out?
No, literally. No, she was like, that's definitely not a shout. And I called her up today and said, baby, I love you and I miss you. How you been? She was like, tell me how your girlfriends on the road have been. And I didn't know how to answer that. I hit her literally with the I forget what the movie was, but I was like, hello? Hello? I can't hear you. I lost it. Please edit this part. What am I doing?
You're breaking up.
I know.
Bullet man stuck to the code, and now his time is near. Every verse I spit be a shooter, my words will find your ear. Scope the scene front to the rear, I play my cards right. Rack a beast who feasts with the sharpest teeth in this dog fight. Smoking back to back till the pack is gone, I'm a hybrid. See what I did, red pupils behind my eyelid. And I ain't got time for the bullshit like I got 5 kids. Learn to keep my thoughts to myself, they steal your ideas. Leaders turn to junkies in this age of information. Now they flunkies, I smoke skunk weed for my daily meditation. I crunch numbers like I'm jumping on calculators, I clear that. All my listeners trained for Bullet, they just hear Brak. They listen what I'm saying, I ain't playing, lyrics spraying. I get funky in this bitch like a body that's decaying. Verses laying like a jacker in wait. I fix the plate while they hate. I met this bitch named Destiny and got a date.
We want a little jump off spot, or are we just going?
Shit, I mean,
Just start how we always start.
like lemmings, man. You know, like you jump, I jump. You know what I'm saying?
Well, everybody already jumped.
Allegedly.
Like,
Gets
He's
it.
already in it.
He gets it.
but if we use it too much, they just won't believe it.
Allegedly.
Like,
Allegedly.
it's like crying wolf.
It is.
Yeah.
Or crying allegedly. Just saying.
Alleged.
Well, trust me, we'll come up with 15 new keywords throughout this whole segment. Trust me.
Just say, so I heard. I mean, I wasn't there or nothing. I just heard some shit.
Hell yeah. Well, shit. Welcome back, Pauling on the Porch. We got a special guest. Fucking the homie coming to actually two guests.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got multiple guests.
Yeah, we got a lot of people here, but we only got 6 mics, so
And I know-
limited at the moment.
I was
like a new
faded as
announcement.
fuck when I met y'all, so I don't know exactly how all the interactions even started, but I'm glad y'all are here.
I halfway.
No, you don't remember y'all came down to the RA show?
Oh yeah.
Yep, see, I remember that.
And then I looked, and then after that, we just started talking. We started piling on the porch, literally, like not all.
Kind of
jokes
just
aside.
happened?
You know how I do. I just start gathering.
Started a conversation?
And you know, Ari the Rugged Man has one of the most like personable fan bases. Like it's really like a bunch of like real people.
True.
You know?
Hip hop head.
Yeah. People that you can actually talk to. Like
Well, I mean,
100%.
look at this demographic of fan group. At least from my personal experience from the show, it's all motherfuckers our age.
Yeah.
At least close to my age. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? There wasn't no really young bucks wilding out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The one crazy thing I can say is I got to go with him. It was we did 39 cities out of the 45 that was supposed to be done. I did 34 of them.
Nice.
And
Oh, yeah.
and to add on to what you were saying though, it is a lot of people that are our age, different colors, like people that you wouldn't even believe that listen to rap. But I will
yeah.
say that there was a lot of people's kids that were out there and they were singing records from 1994. The kids wasn't even born yet, and the
Beautiful.
kids were still going along with the records. And he would pull me aside every night and be like, "That shit fucks me all the way up." And I'm like, no, but that's dope. There's longevity in your career.
Oh,
So,
100%.
you know, like the promotion was bad. Yo, we saw like the promotion wasn't what it could have been, but there was still people there. It was as a successful thing. We met through that. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's dope.
Absolutely. Hey,
Yeah, see, I was like raised on fucking R.A. the Rugged Man because my mom was a huge fan of him, and she had like cassettes of like Crustified Dibs cassettes.
Yeah.
And that was like shit that I was raised on, bro. So I got to open up for R.A. in Las Vegas twice, and the first time I got a picture signed and gave it to my mom for Mother's Day and shit.
She loved that.
It was like a full circle moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was great.
absolutely, yeah.
But that's what music I got to see. Yo, the way I got on there is he needed a merch person.
Yeah.
I've been doing music on forever. You know what I'm saying? I've been in Double X. I've been, like I was saying, I've been all over the shit. I've been out here. We performed multiple times out here. But I sent them an email because they was looking for someone. So I said, guess what? I know I can hustle my ass off. Ain't no one can sell like I sell. So with doing that, four shows later after that, I'm on the whole tour. Now I'm hosting. Now
Polying.
I'm working with him. Yeah, networking. I met over 150 independent artists throughout the whole country.
That's wicked as fuck.
Hell yeah.
so yeah, that's what not shooting your shot at the right time gets you. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
What they
you
gonna tell
miss
you? No.
Every shot
Correct.
you don't shoot.
All they can do is tell you
You know
no.
what I'm saying? Shoot on. I tell my son that we just came from practice. Keep shooting, bro.
But here's the thing.
Keep shooting.
I've been in deals with Columbia, Def Jam, Atlantic. I worked for Shady Records. I worked for all the records, doing engineering, doing all that.
Hell yeah.
Really, what they get, and if anyone's listening right now, it's direct to consumer. It's all it is I find 1,000 people. They spend $100 a year with me. I make $100,000. That's really what the game is now. All the record label is gonna do is say, "Oh, he's popping."
Yeah.
Let's get him in. Let's tell him that we can do a lot of shit, but he's already doing it himself. That's really what the game is. That's all the game is, and you can see all the older artists will say, "Oh, motherfuckers is just mad," and that's really where that. And then like R.A. showed you right there, like just off himself. Like, you know what I learned? It's crazy. He made more probably. I don't want to speak about no one. They a lot of money was made off merchandise sales of going around. Like, people tell you CDs are dead. Yo, I sold $3,000 in merch.
And you know what?
You don't even know my name.
Shout out to Janie, actually, because that's one of the best merch people I've ever met in my entire life.
Jesse,
Dude. Yeah, Janie is the homegirl.
Jesse Jane, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Absolutely beautiful person,
and
bro.
she's a hell of a hustler. And really, what they all showed me
Wonderful
too
fucking
was like,
hustler, bro.
and this is what I'm telling with my artists right here. Well, our artists and everything like that is that at the end of the day, it's not about the ribbity rap bullshit.
Yep.
It's not about. I'm saying that brings you to me though. You know what I'm saying? Like. You can look at me and be like, yo, that's a mouth person for me. That's not like a weird white boy or whatever like that. That's someone that's come from the street possibly or whatever. We can connect. It's the merchandise sales. Like you guys saw me at the show. I got paid whatever, $250 to perform at the show, but I made $350 in merchandise. And to show me that is like, that's where our hustle comes from as an artist. Is if you're independent, that's what you want to push. The open mics is cool, but at the end of the day, if you're not bringing your merchandise, if you don't have your car ready for sale, but you can speak,
your
correct.
time.
You wasting your time.
I mean, shit is just like the block, man.
It is.
You know, you on the block, you got one thing, somebody asks you for something else. Oh, shit, I got to switch the game up because now I'm here.
They don't want cards no more. They want stickers now.
You know, it's funny how close
it is. It's
the
all the same.
industry is the same to the streets. You know what I'm saying? In a way.
And now more than ever.
Oh, absolutely.
It's all business moves.
But that segues into one of our questions we got for you.
Of course. Ask away.
What was better back in the day when you was doing record sales and counting record sales, or is the streams and the views, is that hitting more?
I'm gonna tell you the true answer, and it's the streams, of course. But I'm gonna break down why it's the streams, right?
Okay.
Because as an independent artist, we can go into Spotify for artists, we can go into iTunes for artists, right? Like right now, after this 30 city tour, right? You saw how I shook everyone's hand when I was out there, and the reason why is I want to go back and I want to target market on every city I just came through that saw me with R.A. the Rugged Man, and target his artists, target everyone's artist that was at the show and everything. Because now I can double back on that, and now, like you said, it's our block. We can hit the mattress. Like if we was in the street, if you come to me and say, yo, I got a motherfucker that want 5 bricks right now.
Right.
We know that. You know what I'm saying? So now we can line these things up ourselves. We don't need, now when you're counting record sales, we're just hoping that the motherfucker tells us the truth.
Right. Yeah.
And my grandfather, who was a
rough,
smart man, always told me you don't trust no one but your wife, and that's only when you're in bed with him. So at the end of the day, it's like, I'd rather be able to go see with the streams, if we don't go into it looking at the streams is going to pay us money, because the streams ain't going to pay us no money. Like, so anyone going The streams ain't paying me enough. No shit. Like at the end of the day, Spotify isn't here to put fucking food on the table for artists.
Right.
It's to put food on the table for Spotify. But they give us a huge platform that goes, oh, I'm popping in A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now it's our turn to maximize that.
Right.
That's it.
Just gives you a new avenue to make some money, I guess.
And it really puts you in a military standpoint. It gives you boots on the ground information. So it's letting you know instead of going, yo, we're just gonna go over here and drop these bombs because possibly there's something over there. It's going, no, motherfucker. We can see right now. There's 375 streams on our song that we just put out. If we put $10 in marketing into it for a week, let's come back in a week and see if that boosted up. Now if it's up to 5,000, saying we got 400 listeners. Now we can pitch to a club. Look, I can potentially bring this amount of people. So it's all strategic, just like you said, the drug game. If we see what blocks hitting,
Well, and then they break it down, even on like platforms as small as like SoundCloud. They'll have
SoundCloud, small platform. That's one of the biggest platforms in the world.
Well, I mean, there's not enough people like tuning into it like Spotify or like.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
And there's like a stigma around SoundCloud. Like it's not taken seriously.
And I don't know why.
Like
there's so much shit
I know
on there.
you know when people are like, oh, that's like a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah.
Oh, you better not be no SoundCloud rapper,
we're all
bro.
but we're all struggle rappers.
What
And
the fuck
there's
is the
so
difference
much
between a
shit on there.
SoundCloud rapper and a SoundCloud rapper who can get his music on Spotify? It's still the same fucking dude.
I mean, you can honestly get your music on Spotify pretty easily.
Dude, it's so
any
it's
platform.
fucking
Yeah.
dumb easy
But
to
I was
get your
saying,
music on.
I was saying,
It's
even on SoundCloud
crazy.
though, like they'll break it down to like based on the subscription you have, where the listeners are even from. So if you really are trying to do like some touring type shit, then you can see what places are really fucking
All
with you the
analytics.
most.
All
So,
analytics. Yep.
I mean, that shit definitely helps too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, like, that's like a big thing that I try to tell, especially like independent artists, is everybody is so focused on being like, I want to be like the dopest rapper in Denver. Or like everybody wants to be like the local rapper, bro. And like you have the entire fucking internet literally in your pocket. You have way more fucking information than you will ever need in your life, bro. Right there in your pocket.
Correct.
You got millions of people that you can reach out
So I
to
get 7,000
at
streams.
any fucking time.
I get 7,000 streams a month from Kyiv, Ukraine.
So I try to tell. So I try to.
I'm being fucking serious.
No, and I believe you. That's the thing, bro. Is
They
like,
jigging in Bolivia.
is like you could really like market to the internet.
No.
Like that's
All
and
jokes
people
aside.
don't get that.
I work for Major League Baseball. I'm a data analytic. That's what I do.
Okay,
I do
word.
data analytics,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Right. I work for the Major League Baseball with doing everything for like robo-ump and everything like that, right? What it boiled down to when I was going to school for that, the teacher took my whole music career and broke down the analytics on the music career and how direct to consumer works, right? And how Spotify to Shopify to your website to your Instagram to retaining to TikTok to all that good shit works, right? And how, guess what? You don't make songs for a DJ. A DJ does what the algorithm tells him. Now we make songs for the algorithm. Now it's not who's the hot. Okay, so when I started, I had to rap on the corner on 145th Street.
Yep.
Then I had to make you go to Live Mixtape or Dat Piff. Then you had to download the app. Then you had to download my mixtape. Then you had to not get caught with the other 15,000 rappers on the bitch. Then you had to understand why I was better than the other people you saw on the front page that were spending $3,000 for that. That's
Saturated.
saturated.
And a
It's
lot of
beyond.
hoops.
It's beyond. It's
A lot of
it's-
hoops to
How
jump
the
through.
fuck am I gonna get you? Yo, fam, I can't remember where the fuck my keys are. I can't do step 1 through 4 on fucking making my wife smile after dinner. How the fuck are we gonna retain? So if I'm retaining you, him, and him, all walk by.
Yeah.
To the guy that's got the CD right there. So now all Spotify is the same thing. Spotify is just the new brag place. It's the new. How many friends on MySpace do you have? But in reality, you can have
Popularity
Yo,
contest.
my man told me this, and it broke me down. He said, "Yo, you got 1 million streams, but you can't pack a punch buggy." He was like, "I got fucking 4,000 streams, and I got 150 people come out to see my show." So really, it's like what it all boils down to now with the direct to consumer. To get back to where I was getting at with like analytics is like, what's your value of success? Is your value of success 1 million streams, or is your value of success of every time you put on a show, which is 4 times a month, you make $3,000 per show?
It's all subjective.
Right.
But you tell me, is this a business or is it a popularity
Yeah.
contest?
Oh yeah.
So like this is kind of like and it's interesting to put it into perspective because I'm such a younger artist that it was kind of a cheat code when I first started like actually recording music that I would get all of my friends' favorite songs. and I would get the instrumental for it. And then I would rap over that. And I'd be like, hey, bro, you know that track that you fuck with so much? Listen to me fuck that shit up.
They'll vibe with it.
And they were like, yo.
And if you do it better than that artist, then they're like, wow.
And then they were like, dude, you actually snapped on this shit. Like, he didn't even go that hard on this track.
Right.
And I'm like, I know, because I'm trying to impress people, bro.
So my show set is Red Man. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Because what's it do?
One of my favorites.
But there you go. So it makes you remember. So it's like you said, that's a beat. Oh, if you can rhyme on this beat now, then I go to a large professor, which is an obscure beat. But if you're in the niche of the music that I make, now you already set rhymed and prime. Now when I come in with my shit, pause, you're gonna be like, that's fire. No matter if it could be some garbage.
And I mean,
that cult following.
Correct.
Yeah. No, I make music like as a listener. So it's like I love when I hear like rappers that I fuck with over other beats that like aren't theirs. And I'm like, oh,
Especially
look at you, bro.
Especially when it's better.
Yeah, look at
Like,
you going
damn.
over here just like punking his whole shit right now, bro.
It's all about
fucking
consuming, though,
John
but-
Connor had a whole fucking like series of mixtapes that he did where he went through Kanye beats and Biggie
Eminem.
beats and Eminem beats
Yeah.
and Jay-Z beats
That shit was-
and just
that shit was
fucking
dope.
wrecked everything, bro.
Yo, Elzai did Illmatic, and that shit was dope.
Yo,
Yeah.
That shit
And
was
what's
real
crazy is shout out to Elzai that from Detroit is that R and I were listening to the live, the whole live set that he did on Illmatic. That was all live production. That was all live music and everything.
crazy.
Like that. Another thing that the music is missing. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone just tries to box it in like you got to do a certain amount. Like look when Yo Gotti and Young Dolph came through. Yo, for 3 years, 4 years, yo, like Pooh Shiesty and all the sound.
That's all you heard was Pooh Shiesty's.
And shout out to Pooh Shiesty though. I mean, it's not
hate,
taken
but
away
it's
from
just-
him.
That's not the sound I enjoy.
That's a Nike mask.
But once again though, I say this in my bars though. Is it the artist's fault for making the music, or is it the client and the fans for saying that's what they want?
So like
The latter.
one of my favorite things about because before I lived in Colorado, I lived in Las Vegas, and one of my favorite things about Las Vegas is that they do not know how to curate a show. So they'll just like put artists on a fucking show together just because they're on a show,
Yeah, just big
like for
names
the
or
sake
whatever,
of
right,
fucking
correct.
doing a show.
Correct.
And it'll be like the joke that I used to have is like me being on some of those shows was like Aesop Rock opening for Tyga.
That makes no sense.
And like, why the fuck
Doesn't
am
match.
I rapping to fans of that type of music?
Different following.
If I'm like lyrical, spiritual, miracle in your swimming like type shit, and they're like, bro, like I can't shake my ass to this. Can't get jiggy. I'm not here for you to shake your ass to this.
Can't get jiggy to this shit.
But, yo, that's a funny ass movie. But you're on the right. That's the exact right thing because now, like I was saying, like everything now is like a communal music platform, right?
Yeah.
So people will go and look on my Spotify and say, oh, he's like Sky Zoo, Benny the Butcher, this person.
Yeah.
So now it's like now we're in a conundrum of being like the computer selects what we're making now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got a bunch
got
of
into
records.
that.
Yeah, no, I mean we have the label that I'm signed to and I work with has a deal with Def Jam. Luckily I have an artist deal with Def Jam and I have a business side deal with Def Jam. So I talk and be able to talk to them, right? It's like an admin deal with big perks, like all that type of shit. But in reality, like we're talking about for an artist, I got 50 records that y'all would sit here and hear, and I got names on the records. Y'all would be like, "Yo, that's crazy," and I'll be like, "You know what's even crazier? They'll probably never ever come out." Because at the end of the day, the people that I'm working with, it's like, when your needle move. Well, I still have creative control, but when you work through a marketing deal, it's all about what's the needle gonna move, and it's gonna be like, oh, if Conway and I keep on shouting out Griselda because they did change the game, especially when it comes to a lot of the shit. But
Griselda's
if it's
going
like if you're
crazy.
gonna move the needle, you got to move the needle, and it's like we were talking about. Once, like, okay, coming off the tour, a lot of people are already hitting me up like, we know you got songs with OT. We know you got songs with Graph. You know you got songs with RA and Onyx and all that. But it's always the what's next move, right? And it's always the setup move. And it's like whatever the algorithm runs. So if you said to me, who's your next feature? You know, I would honestly look at you and be like, I don't know yet. Because I don't know how these songs is going to hit yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Once the probabilities come back, I'll let you know.
And the reason why is because it's like basketball now. Like you necessarily don't like the team, you like the player. So you might like 5 different artists when back in the day when we were coming up, people were ready to fight over, yo, Busta's intro was harder than Biggie's intro, and I would fucking fight you in this bitch over that. But now it's like, no, I like his song, I like that record on this, and I like, so it's finicky now, and it's a communal thing.
So one of my favorite things in the world, bro, and I'm gonna shout out like a whole like umbrella of people in just one statement on Twitter. there's kind of like communities on Twitter. There's like little like areas of Twitter, that you could be on. One of them is called Hip Hop Twitter, and it's just like HHT. It's abbreviated, and it's literally a whole like
Get a lot of Chuck D. Shout out Chuck D.
hundreds of thousands of people, dude, that just get on Twitter all day and will be like, Biggie's better than Nas.
Yeah.
And then like 100 people will be like, that's fucking dope.
Just starts a debate.
And then 1,000 people would be like, yo, Jay-Z shouldn't be in anybody's top 5.
That goes on forever.
No. And people will really do like, and they have like hot takes. They have their hot takes. So they'll be like, hey, so like, honestly, if we're looking at like the quality, this is one that I read earlier this week. Somebody said, if we're looking at the quality of music, 50 Cent should have outsold Kanye. No, that makes no fucking sense at all, bro. That makes no fucking sense at all to me. But I love the fact that somebody woke up in the morning and all that they wanted to discuss was hip hop. Yeah. All that they wanted to do was talk about their favorite artists and talk about how much better they were, and
then debate it,
and then debate it with people.
Yep.
And
but see,
those
that's a
are
hard
people
debate
that
to
I
make,
market myself to because I know they love hip hop.
Or they love to start shit.
Legit,
And I mean, I'm not gonna be above that. I know I love starting shit.
Because to me, there's no way you can even compare Kanye and 50. Like,
no, it makes no fucking sense.
They do.
I'm up in Arizona. No, it is definitely different style.
Look, you just explained to me the equivalent of an internet throwing a chair in the middle of a room and just getting everybody excited.
And being around this shit all the time, like I see like a lot of content creators, like that's all they really do. It's just the open-ended door question all the time. It's just to be like, let me
get comments.
Let me stir the pot.
And likes or whatever it is. Yeah.
It's all engagement, man.
Reactions.
Because in reality, like you say, some people really do care about talking and all that. Other people are like, how are we getting the next sponsorship deal? And we need 10 million engagements to do that.
So one of my big things.
You're giving us a lot of game for like really cheap right now, and I appreciate that.
But this is what is missing though. Like everyone wants to be a gatekeeper, and for what? Like there's nothing that you're gonna do that's gonna stop my shine, right? All it's gonna do is enhance my shine. Because now, if I can give you game and you can go on, build your pyramid, and then give the next tribe game, all we're doing is expanding. Yeah. We're not hustling. Everyone wants to hustle each other. I'm going to charge you this amount of this and that and the third. For what? Your price tag going to burn out.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But see, that's once again,
especially if you don't deliver.
When you deal with people that are not confident in themselves, a.k.a. beta males, and I'm not calling nothing out. If you're not an alpha, there's no competition.
Right.
When I'm a baseball guy, when Cal Ripken shook Ozzie Smith's hand, there was no competition. Bitch, you know what? We both gonna see each other in the Hall of Fame about 5 years. So guess what? I hope you get a ring, motherfucker. I don't care.
Hey man, shout out to artists that are also playlist curators. That like the whole playlist is not full of your own music.
Yo, when I came
that's
up,
the sickest shit in the world.
I came up during the blog era.
Yeah,
I was a white rapper that had to deal with failed white rappers that ran the blogs.
Yeah,
no, so I'm saying like when we talk about rejection, it would always be, well, why can you go around in these certain neighborhoods but I can't? No, I'm not going to put your mixtape up. It must be fake. Mm-hmm. So really too, like to see the full swing of artists supporting other artists. Like I seen a lot of artists put up shit. I seen artists put up my shit that I wouldn't even think that they would fuck with my shit.
Yeah.
It still doesn't happen enough here, though, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Not enough.
But in reality, you got to think, though, if you got a lot of people that are hungry trying to get on, so if you got a woman that's just been nothing but cheated on, her father cheated on her mother, her uncles cheated on her, how's she going to know what real love is? You can't expect that. You got to nurture that. So when you see people out here, they're hungry and they're like, nah, fuck you, I'm putting on for me. For all of us to win, for a village to win, we all got to be selfish for ourselves, but it's got to be selfish for the main goal, right? So right now, it's upcoming. Everyone's up and coming. Everything is new.
And isn't that scary that our village isn't even just our village anymore, but it's like the entire fucking planet? Every single village that has access to the internet, we also have to cater to.
It's a good and a bad thing.
That's sick, dude.
But like you were talking about earlier, though, but you can reverse that and cater yourself and plant yourself in those markets.
Yep.
And that's really all you can do, because now it can't be like it used to be, Detroit versus everybody. It's not that anymore. Because the internet, just like you said, someone from Kyiv Ukraine can come and visit Bullet Brak. I don't have to say I'm from New York. I'm from Florida. I'm from Maryland. Motherfucker, I'm from the Spotify playlist.
Exactly.
That's where I'm from.
Yeah, I'm from
6 degrees of separation.
I tell people I'm from the 90s. That's like my main thing.
And levels of playing field.
It's
too.
happening right now.
Why? What happened?
6 degrees of separation.
Why? Oh, about what? When things right around
Just
the corner
how
from the
easy
next?
it is to connect and like know someone or know
big
someone that
thing.
knows
Don't
someone.
ever play.
Like, it
don't ever
happens
pay
that
for
easy.
playlist.
Yo, so are
Don't pay for
y'all Spotify users?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was a Tidal user for the longest time up until very recently, and then I switched back to Spotify. Spotify has this weird thing now that's kind of like the fucking For You page on TikTok, but it's like snippets of music videos that you can like go through. And like if I pull up my Spotify right now, like I listen to some weird shit, so it'll be like weird white boy rap, and then like I click on it, and then it's like Asher Roth and like Tech Nine, and like as I like scroll through, and I'm like, oh shit, and then it's other artists.
Discover.
That Spotify
It's called
thinks
Discover mode. Discover For You mode or something
bro.
like that.
And
But those are huge though.
I think that that's actually really fucking cool because like the canvases on Spotify are cool
big.
and everything when you can make your own fucking
Now, are you
designs.
talking from a consumer side or are you talking about from an artist side?
Kind of from both because it gives me a lot more freedom with my first impression
On the consumer side.
to new listeners.
Right. No.
Absolutely. That somebody like if I just pulled up my song on Spotify right now and it's like, okay, cool, that's what's up. But like, and then I play the music video for you
Correct.
instead.
I agree.
And it's like, oh shit,
Yeah, the
bro,
canvas is huge.
that's what's up.
Yeah, the
like,
canvas is definitely huge for the artist.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. So now they have this whole like Discover thing where it's literally like a snippet of your music video. And they have it in like subgenres. So you could be like alternative rap or like West Coast hip hop or like 90s East Coast hip hop.
Yeah,
And,
the
like, and
metadata
you
is-
just scroll.
And the metadata is definitely big for artists. Make sure y'all are doing that too. Like, if any
Yeah.
independent artist, like, fill out every single thing. Do not leave that shit blank and empty inside your distro kit or your TuneCore or nothing
Nah,
like
man,
that.
the world's moving too fast, bro. You gotta have so much attention to detail now.
It has to be.
Man,
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta pay like somebody to do that. Like, I'm just too
And
busy.
see, and some
know, it's
people
like-
would really charge you.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
and
some people would really charge
you
you.
go to school for that.
Yeah.
my
In Full
God.
Sail, Full Sail, I was living in Orlando. Full Sail literally has a school. Full Sail is the #1 music. And they have a school for all of that shit. Because
Sending our white guy down there.
I would send them.
Yeah, there was a few people that went there.
No, but I'm saying though, like the way that the algorithm works, how the insights work, how the stories work, how live works. Like, okay, so I took a class that was through the shit on basically how to do your posts for Instagram. Like, that shit is serious to make that shit run. And people are really getting paid off Instagram, like
Hell yeah.
like a livelihood, like how you would want to get paid, like $60,000 to $100,000 running people's accounts.
I mean, it's not livable, but like I used to make like 100 something off of TikTok every month.
Okay, but that's just off your account.
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
And now if I'm managing other people's accounts,
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
people they might not have 100 million thousand or whatever,
Yeah.
but they're paid. They got the degrees. They go in and they get hosted through an account joint. I know people that are hosting accounts 50, 60,000, and they'll tell you how to get your shit activated.
Yeah.
It's just more or less like that's just a job.
and see is
Posting your interact. Yo, I was with, not to cut you off. I'm sorry, but
No,
I was
no.
just with 5 major artists that post on social media, and it's like, no, you got to look at your, not to give away too much of what they do, but you got to look at certain times, your engagement, like who's engaging, when they engaging, and where they engaging. It's a job, bro. That should have cooked the fuck out of your brain.
For real.
Who, what, when, where, why?
Analytics.
Where's Waldo?
So basically, what I'm
Everything's
getting,
analytics.
and it kind of goes into one of our questions too. So it sounds like it's easier to get on now than it was back in the day.
I would just say get the whole get on thing out your mind. Like really, and not to discredit what you're asking.
Well, that maybe I worded it wrong. Not say get on, but get your name and your music out there.
Yeah, because you got to think, you got to think of this. Like what? Once again, like all jokes aside, this is the main question as an artist to ask yourself: what's your level of success? What can you sit back and say, "Yo, I made it"? Because if the way I look at it is, if I can put him on to 1,000 people that spend $100 a year, whether it be they come to 2 of his shows a year at $25 a ticket pop, and they buy 3 CDs from him, and they buy a sweatband from him, whatever. The $100, that's 100 racks. And if I could do that with my 5 artists and then do 2,000 for my record label, we just made $1 million.
And see, because there's these things that aren't taken as seriously, like SoundCloud. There are fucking 16, 17-year-old kids who put up fucking 3 songs on SoundCloud and are packing stadiums across the fucking country. Dude, people don't take TikTok as seriously. And I try to tell people, like, these are really, like, teenagers that are
But let me ask you this question.
filmmakers.
But let me
These
ask
are
you this question.
independent filmmakers. These
Who
are
you
they're
asking,
worried
though?
about angles and lighting
Who you
and
asking,
a
though?
script. And
Who are you asking? You're asking people of your age and older, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. People that are completely out of touch.
Yeah.
That don't
that
even
are
know how
way
to.
out of the loop.
That will look at their kid and be like, "Can you unlock the phone for me?"
And I'm trying
And
to
they
tell
lock the phone.
And I'm trying to tell them, like, dude, these are like, take them seriously, bro.
No, but that's way past.
Like-
But what people don't understand really, and the reality is like we come from a culture, and when I say we, I'm 40 years old, right? I'm the oldest new rapper you ever met. But at the end of the day, when I'm saying that, it doesn't matter no more because, and also these kids are 16, 17 years old. The bridge gap between us and our kids is way more ginormous than anything else. Yeah, than anything else that ever came up. Because even though people always would say, "Oh, there could be the end of the world," now they really couldn't because everyone got nuclear bombs and we can shut shit down for real, for real. So, but with these kids, when parents look back, we are with the stigma of you got to work hard for all this. You got to no, that's not the way the world works no more. It really is,
Bro,
and it's really like, how can you trick?
This could be the last record you ever put out, ever.
But it
And you
is,
got to
though.
make every
No, but
record
every
with that.
record is though.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Every
you
record
got to
is
make
like-
it with that in mind.
And another thing I would tell, like, I stress to Owen and my brother Heavy, like, never put out an album. Because all you do by putting out an album is you confuse the algorithm. Because the algorithm is trained to go to one record.
Word.
It is.
Word. No,
it
so
is.
I'm like laughing to myself right now because I was putting out singles in preparation for this
No, that's fine.
next project that I'm doing.
No. Now that's smart.
And I'm noticing the singles are garnering so much more attention
Because it's one thing to focus on.
instead of
It's
just a whole
one
album.
thing to focus on. This is what the
Yeah.
algorithm does. The algorithm does what they teach the human beings not to do anymore. The human being now is taught to do all this other thing. It's taught to be the robot now.
Yeah.
All we're taught to do is 4C, so then the robots can come in and do this data-specific driven thing. They know that you listen to this music at this time. Probably you're watching this type of TV channel. You eat this type of food, everything like that. Guess
Yeah.
what? We're going to play that right to you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
is a soundtrack now.
Yeah.
That's exactly how ads work.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
it's driven by. You pay for them to learn you.
Dude, that's actually really funny. One of my homies tell me that YouTube fucking exposed him. So he's always been like a huge shit talker on dating apps. And we're watching fucking YouTube over at his house, and a fucking eHarmony ad comes on YouTube. And he was like, "Bro, that's weird." And I'm like, "What?" And he was like, "I literally just created an account for this shit today, and now they're showing me ads for it." They
Everything-
straight called my shit out, bro.
Everything's crossed though.
And I was like, "Dog, if you would have not told me that, I would have never known."
Well, also
But,
they're,
like-
they're a bit late. Like he already fucking signed up.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna say,
and now that he signed up,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like, "Oh,
support
you're
that.
interested in
Yo,
this?"
Yeah.
Apple,
right,
Apple,
no shit.
anything Apple 9, iOS, and up are in your contract let you know that it cross mingles every single
We're
data.
telling everybody all your shit.
That's why I say in my line, I say talk about giving like the government taking our soul. We just get that shit away.
Yeah.
Like, all the time we
They
just give it
said
away.
we could actually clone you right now.
Probably already happened.
Robot
Shout out to
version
B.O.B.
So what's the
of yourself.
Yeah, we talked
But
about
yes,
those.
I could definitely say that Polly on the Porch will go down with Bullet Brack of being the longest around the block answering question motherfucker in the world because we asked 2 questions and I don't even think we really got the answer to the question. So to answer the question is it easier to get on? I would say like the definition to get on is really to a person's success. Like to be a rich and famous rapper in the year of 2023. If your sights and your goals is on that,
Subjective.
you might just be like a younger guy that's just or a girl that's trying to just get popping. If you're a strategic business person, man, let's go shoot for that 2,500. That's gonna put up that $100 a year. That's gonna come out to us 4 months. Shows a year. Spend about $1,000 on merchandise while throughout the whatchamacallit, we're good to go.
Yeah.
Because I ain't never seen no one that's not good with $100,000 a year personally in our business making $200,000. If all y'all were making $75,000 a year and the business had $300,000 a year, we living good, right?
Absolutely.
Oh fuck yeah!
That's set.
That's
I mean,
good.
Giving
So-
a lot of game. I'm glad we got this recorded. So
Nah, but I'm just saying, like, so really, so to get popping and to get on, really, it's like I go to my Spotify, right? Like, I release a song, I get 5,000 monthly Spotify listeners off that, right? A month. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I want to do 2 songs a month now. right? And if I can get 10% or whatever like that on whatever of any type of residual revenue, whether it's merchandise, shirt sales, whatever, you come in whatever like that. That's even we're just building on now. That's 1,000 people at 10%. That's 1,000 people. Then let's say I make a $4 profit. It's $4,000 I just made that month.
And see, there was a while where I was on kind of, now I consider it like an ego trip for sure. But I did not have any of like the Spotify for artists or iTunes for artists. Like I would deliberately like avoid looking at my stats and shit because I wanted people to like talk to me about my music instead of me seeing numbers. So I would rather be like, hey bro, like what'd you think of the new song? Instead of just seeing fucking 200 go to 201.
Right.
Because that's fucking dumb to me, bro.
But you said it right though. You said is the ego thing, because really I had problems with that too. Like I wouldn't, but that's like the 90s style of me. But now in reality, if you look at it, if you would have said, okay, well these 200 people are coming from such and such town. Let me run this $15 Facebook ad in there. Let me turn that 150 down to 1,000, and then I can direct with the engagement on Facebook through that portal and that platform.
Shit worth it? Is it worth doing the $10 every?
But let me tell you something. All these companies that are making hundreds of millions of dollars on there, guess how much money they spending on Facebook? Their main budget is going to Facebook.
And see, I don't even fuck with Facebook.
It's going to Instagram, Meta. Meta is
like
Facebook
everything
and Instagram.
else.
But it don't matter. You're going to a social platform.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you're the most. I don't do social platforms, whatever. When your girl is on social media, you like this over her shoulder.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's like that.
I'm very like Instagram and Twitter are like my main things. I've actually I recently I've kind of been on it's almost like a passion project kind of, but I've been trying to post more on Tumblr. Because Tumblr is so lenient on like what you're allowed to post and how you can post it and how their algorithm works and whatnot.
Correct.
So I'll post I'll post the full music video on Tumblr, and then I'll post like a 10-second snippet on Twitter and be like, hey, go check out the full thing over here.
Yeah, correct. And that's once again that's what the algorithm wants you to do, because it's going from one to the next. Yeah. But instead of doing that, put it up on your own website.
Yeah. And I mean that's kind of because most social medias are used to like, oh, you post on Twitter to go check it out on YouTube. You post on Instagram to go check it out on Twitter.
You follow a link to another.
You post on TikTok with the link tree to my Twitter, to my Instagram, to my OnlyFans.
That's the point that I was making on.
You got OnlyFans?
No. When I first started,
I just be rapping.
We're not gonna brush past that OnlyFans.
No, I just be rapping.
So I heard that doesn't always have to be for sexual content.
No, I just be rapping butt ass naked into the camera, bro. That's the only difference.
Cooking bars for $8.
Yeah, right. No,
and there's a lot of money in that though.
My OnlyFans is literally just my music videos, but recreated naked. That's it.
MCs focused on the wrong shit, like another dude's chick, or how much guap he got in his pocket. Y'all finna make moves, or y'all finna gossip. You're bragging obnoxious, your thoughts toxic. I ain't worried about the profit, and I'm a prophet, cause I sound like a prophet. Yeah. Create, invent with positive intent. Unlock godlike skills within. That's the recipe to win. Keep it 10 times 10.
But that's really what it boils. When it comes down to getting on, it's just the internet and how you manipulate it and work it off that, and how you finesse. And it really just turns down to the salesman. If you can sell, you can sell. If you can't, you can't. That's just what it all boils down to. Everyone can rap. Don't matter. Everyone can rap.
There's a market for everything, bro. Even if you can't rap, somebody's gonna fuck with you.
But once again, it's all in the ear of the beholder.
Yeah,
it's like an art form.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna have to argue that. I don't think. I don't think everybody can rap.
I can't rap.
Well, they made ETE rap.
Well, you can choose to, but it doesn't mean
easy.
So you can choose to, but it doesn't mean you're good.
I've seen some guys on YouTube.
Yeah, of course.
And you know,
that are not
nice guy, no, but he fucking sucks.
A swell guy.
But like you don't want to judge somebody. In the background, we're like jumping through like pallets and whatnot,
some people don't have it all together. I get
sections of like fences and whatnot. Like these guys are
miscellaneous.
It was entertaining to say. But
Bro, one of my like kind of shticks about that is, do you know how much of Dr. Dre's career was written by rappers that you don't fuck with? But because it came out by Dr. Dre, it's like that's the shit.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of Iceberg Slim.
You know what you can do in there. I talked about this a long time ago. You pick whatever rapper's dope at that time. You just put out a track, your own lyrics, and then you use your same lyrics and have another rapper spit them, and everyone will love it.
Dude, isn't that the shit?
That's crazy.
Because I can't sell my own paintings for fucking shit. When I post my paintings online, they don't fucking sell for shit. And then I'll tell my homie, like, yo, post these on your page.
Yep.
And they'll sell like fucking immediately. Oh, yeah. And he's like, I didn't even paint this shit, bro. You gotta go hit the guy up now.
Ugly.
I was gonna say I would.
I wouldn't buy shit from me either, bro.
If I was me, man,
if I looked at this guy, I wouldn't want to give him no money.
I'm trying to check him out. I love art, all types of art.
Everything's art, even the hustle's art too. The way you can finesse and the way you can't.
Or can't, right? Or lack thereof.
Yep. I've seen a lot of guys that can rap that can't sell nothing.
Nothing.
Can't rock a show set.
We grew up in like the freestyle niggas in the battle rap era, so bro,
yeah,
a lot of them battle rappers couldn't make an album to save their lives. Like it happened all the time.
You can't write a song.
But when a battle rapper can make good studio music,
there's only been one, and he's still alive right
No
now.
way. No way. I can name you multiple right now.
Popping wheelies and
talking about battle rappers that make songs
that make good studio music.
Have you heard of? Is there a Reed Dollar album? You heard that?
Yo.
No. You heard the Joey Jihad album?
He was hard to read.
He was cold. He was cold.
Yo, Dumbfounded? Dumbfounded makes good studio music. Satire makes good studio music. My favorite rapper of all time actually started out as a battle rapper, Idea.
Idea is pretty dope.
And Idea makes fucking immaculate studio music.
Idea is pretty dope.
And was a fucking great battle rapper. Daylight makes fucking immaculate studio music.
Very impressive.
I think what
there's a lot of battle rappers that can make good music.
I think
but some of the best battle rappers, bro, cannot.
It was like Eminem and then Meek Mill.
Jay Mills made great fucking music.
That was one of the classic.
Millsy? Stop it.
Yo, shout out to Mickey Facts.
He didn't get marketed right.
Shout out to the OG Mickey Facts.
With
Pat Stay,
Young Money.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
Hey, shout out to Pat Stay. For sure.
Two hot songs.
So that was his fall off, though, right?
Yeah, it's like J Hood.
But
that was his fall off, right?
Yeah, I think his fall off.
That man said, what the fuck?
Stop it. I mean, shit, Biggie, my nigga. Biggie started out as a battle rapper.
I'm saying,
come on, bro.
But once again, he already said it though. In that era though, you had to like you.
Well, yeah.
Are there any like current studio artists that you think would be good in a battle?
No. They don't want it.
I mean, there's so many artists though. There's so many rappers that you
push.
Because you see what I mean? Like
Push should definitely be.
I know Lupe Fiasco used to battle back in the day, and I know he could still get it. Absolutely, 100%. But we just
went by MIT. He was out with Ari the Record Man.
That's right. Oh, fucking word.
Yeah.
I do Pendulum Inc. So that was like super fucking yeah, word.
So I would put Push in that conversation.
Pusha T?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For he would bro.
Pusha T's got bars like that, bro.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
But that's not even his lane though. But
yeah.
I was gonna say
he can move in that lane. You see what I'm saying?
He could if he wanted to.
Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, it might have been his lane, like in high school type shit. How he started to get into it.
Absol had
that's not what he.
Absol had a fucking great battle with Daylight. Actually,
Most.
Yeah.
And because being from Brooklyn, as a young nigga, I see, bro, he had a crazy battle at Prospect Park. Most? Oh my God.
Yeah,
and this is right around the time when he's just starting to come out type shit.
Yeah, like Black Star.
95.
Yeah.
Bro,
classic
ate
shit.
this nigga alive, bro, and was on some jokey joke shit.
Yeah, he's
like
a conscious rapper, too.
Like, it was just another Monday, and I'm sitting here just
that fool was
lighting
bored.
a spliff real quick.
Yeah, that fool was bored making a joke of it.
Most Def would go in.
Oh, yeah.
That motherfucker.
Oh, dude, yeah.
That motherfucker. And then if you really just want to talk about I know when the names get brought up of the greats that his name don't get up, but if you really sit back and listen to like Black Thought, just like literally listen.
Yes.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm in the
Ever disrespect me like you're talking to some ass over here, bro.
And what I will let you know is that and what I will let you know is that if hip hop Twitter is so full of a younger market, everybody has love for Black Thought. That's like a big thing, bro.
That's like saying Pump was whack.
He's arguably, if you're talking just straight lyrics and delivery, he's arguably
that whole freestyle is better than most rappers, right, bro?
Just that 10-minute shit that he did on Sway or Funk Flex. That was better than like people's whole career.
Yeah, dude. Hey, okay, so I want to see how you feel about this. Black Thought and King Los, I think, are the best freestylers that we have right now.
Thank you. I like LOS, I've been trying to tell people.
So a cypher and a freestyle is different, though.
That's right.
I mean, not all that's a straight up freestyle from a lot of rappers, but just ciphers in general. Yeah, Black Thought's one of the greatest.
Because I mean, freestyling has kind of turned into like a party trick now. It's not like it's not what it used to be.
A lot of it was written. A lot of it always been written. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it has been.
You go write that shit at home. And then you're like, yo, the second somebody throws this beat on, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean, bro?
Anything like this beat comes on, I'm ripping the fuck out of this shit. I can't wait. You just sitting at the party like this.
So now you go back and listen, and you go watch those like Sway interviews, and they'll put the beat on, and the artist will be like, oh, cool, I got something for this.
Oh, yeah. Run that back.
I got something for this one.
No, keep that one going. Keep that one going. I'll be like, bro,
they'll go check their text messages real quick, and then...
Yeah, right. And then all of a sudden, it's there for the whole bit.
Yeah, they ready.
And it's
Who was that?
Nigga?
Who was that did that? They took their phone out on the whole fucking... That was Drake with the fucking BlackBerry.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like straight up, hey man, I can't freestyle for shit. But also, I'll spit some shit though.
It's kind of
But hold on. That's fine.
The BlackBerry.
But don't be on. Hey yo, spit a freestyle for for us. Ask to spit a freestyle and then pull out a phone and then start going off. And nah, nigga, I don't want that shit that you had written last week. You know what I'm saying? Nobody heard
that
yet.
Shit that'll fuck you up though.
Throw me something right now off your brain.
No, that's funny because if you gave me a beat right now, by the time we got to the rapping segment, I'd probably have a nice verse written. That's the type of shit. Like,
there's nothing at all wrong with that. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of rappers these days, they'll take a written and
spit that shit 19 times.
One of my biggest pet peeves is when I hear some shit on a radio station that I already heard on the album.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait a minute, you said that shit already.
I know the song that's from.
Yeah, that was studio mixed, right?
I know the song that's from.
I mean, let down. If you heard it on Hot 97,
Wait a minute.
and then you heard it on whatchamacallit,
I already heard this song.
Shout out to anytime Kanye ever had a radio freestyle.
You would not dare. You would not dare to come on Hot 97 with DJ Red Alert or Funk Flex on a goddamn one.
Funk Flex.
And spit some regurgitated.
Not what's that name?
Skinny Flex.
I seen some videos where like artists showed up and like didn't.
And then they stopped the beat.
Yeah. They didn't deliver. And they're like,
you spit that shit that you got in your damn.
That's whack.
And the craziest shit is there's only been a number of them that. Like Lloyd Banks, they had to take that shit and make a song around his freestyle. It was so hot.
Blue Hef.
Yeah, when they came out and did that G Unit one, and then when they did the D Block, when D Block came out, and Styles P was drunk on that bitch talking about, I'll shoot you. Bitch. Yeah, when they
I think the most iconic rap moments is BET Basement. Is when LOX was, or no, D Block. The second time D Block was there. Because the first time D Block was there, Styles just got out of jail. And that's when he was talking reckless on the shit.
He was all crazy.
Shit. It's the second time because Jada damn near took over the whole freestyle the second time. And it was
Jada's ciphers are crazy too.
It was a Kiss of Death album.
He's got a handful.
That he was promoting. Laugh Now, Cry Later. They made a whole nother fucking mixtape track out of that joint. That's one. The other one is Dipset. Where the nigga Jewels.
I was gonna say when they came in the pink minks.
Yes, nigga. Oh my God.
No.
Yo, Jewels came in there and ripped the hole in the whole fucking joint. Both them niggas, Cam and Jim, subpar. Yo, this nigga Jewels came and lifted the whole thing up, and they were like pushing this nigga out of the way. Like, yo, that's enough, that's enough. He's like, nah, nigga.
He was going.
I got this shit, yo.
He was doing him. But that's what rap's all about.
You remember fucking like Team Backpack and shit like that? Like Team Backpack and fucking Grind Mode? Yeah. Okay, hey, shout out to Grind Mode real quick. I was in the first ever Las Vegas Grind Mode cipher that they had.
Okay.
That was like a super cool thing for me back when I still cared. Team Backpack, there's one specific cipher that they had where you know Mad Child?
Yeah, I got like two. Shout out to Mad Child, DJ Dow Jones and shit. I got
the
records.
fucking Mad Child was supposed to be on the cipher, and Jaron Benton was talking so much shit about him that fool left, and then it ended up just being Jaron Benton and Joel Ortiz, somebody else. And it was supposed to be Mad Child, but then, like, in the background of the video, as Jaron Benton is rapping, you see Mad Child leave. And then it's just 3 people up on stage.
Damn.
And it's like, what the fuck was that?
Speaking of niggas leaving, did they tell you why Onyx didn't come to Colorado? Was that?
I just heard they went to Europe.
No,
They just dipped and went somewhere else?
They went to Europe.
Management miscommunication is what I heard.
It was like I said, I ain't gonna speak for nobody else, but
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Sticky, shout out to Dro, shout out to 100 Mad, Ricky Bats,
Absolutely. We
love
everyone that
them.
was fucking
Absolutely.
with. It was just, business will always be business. And business is the best, and business is the worst. I can definitely say that.
We missed it.
But they definitely love everybody, you know what I'm saying? And they definitely, we're definitely trying to work on shit to bring people back around.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they didn't want to.
I wish they made
Do
it.
whatever it needs to.
Shit, before we wrap up, we got to do it. Top 5, guys. We got to do the top 5.
Influences, basketball players.
No. We'll just do hip hop top 5. We ain't got time for all that.
Favorites.
No,
I'm all trying to think of my favorite Mexican food spots, bro.
Taco joints.
Top 5.
I did everything. Everything you ever asked. I know you did. I executed the plan. As you saw it. You promised that we would change the world together.
Top 5 what?
Top 5, I'll give you what? Top 5 influences for Bullet, or top 5 what? Hip hop.
For you.
Well, personally, I'm gonna put number 5 like, and it's gonna be ill. It's just gonna be like my family, right? Because I just want to put them. They're the baseline. They're the ground line. So that's like reality line for me, right? So seeing the people go to work every day and fucking put on for me, like that's who means everything. So they're number 5, but they're number 1, right? So the foundation means everything. I would say, like, music-wise, it's definitely gonna be like a conglomerate of like an area, a time period that I grew up in. You know what I'm saying? And everything for me is based in that. So it's like sports-wise, I like Roberto Clemente because I heard stories about him, and he died. He died trying to give back as being the most famous person at the time. And I worked with people that were close to him, and it was more than just sports, right? So also with music, it's like Pun, Early Locks, fucking, for me, that I would listen to all the time, CNN, Nori, that type of shit. And for me, music is not, you can have dope music, but if I don't buy into what you do.
T-O-N-Y?
It's A-N-Y, multiply, Killer Kai. Me and you got beef, I got beef. Exactly. But for real though, but I'm saying though, like, so for me, I just come from the era, like, I gotta believe in your shit. Like, I wanna be, basketball is probably gonna be when, it's gonna be when they ran up in the stands, yo. The mouths at the palace, yo. Everyone that was on that Detroit team, yo. Fuck everyone else. No Jordan, none of that. That's my fault. And then top influences really is like a lot of mob oriented shit, like real mafia shit. but like not like the movie that like the actual codes, like the actual, not the people ratting and everything. Yeah, man, like respecting each other, man. Like getting like how we're talking, like you're
family,
like
yeah.
correct, like you're like free
The
game, like
original
it's not free
idea.
game. It's what we're supposed to be doing. It's breaking down and being like we come to this table, we break bread, and then we go away, and then when we come back, now we got money and we're exchanging, and then we go away, and it's just growth. So I know that was like a mad, like not even answering the 5 influences.
Hey, pretty good. That's top 5 for you, and that's exactly what we have. I appreciate that. Go ahead, my brother.
All right, so I'm actually finna go 5 to 1. Number 5 would be Tyler, for sure.
Creator?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
influence or just you like that?
Influences, honestly, because Odd Future came at like a very pivotal time in my life. Okay. That like I was like in the pinnacle of the Odd Future era at the right time for it, and it was like there was a lot of shit that I got from it, and I got to see a lot of like how organic they kind of grew, and that was like super inspiring to see. Yeah, right, dude. And now that fool's like a DJ that literally sells out venues like across the country, bro. So yeah, it'd be Tyler. Pharoah Monch will be number 4. A$AP Rock will be number 3. Yeah, dude. And then
you hear about that word generator shit that they did?
Yeah,
it was number 1 in that.
Yep.
That alone was dope.
Yeah, A$AP Rock, Lupe Fiasco will be my number 2. And they recently just did a track together, and I was like geeked the fuck out on that shit, bro. That was insane, bro. Because that's every time that like Ace had ever been asked who's your favorite rapper right now, he said Lupe Fiasco. And then every time Lupe got asked who's your favorite rapper, he would say A$AP Rock is the best rapper in the world. So they were always like
throwing love back.
They like knew, but they had never worked together. So that was like fucking huge for me. And then number 1 would be Idea. That's like my absolute biggest influence. I had heard about him a couple of months before he died, actually, so that was like super, super big. And yeah. That's I feel like I just got to that in like the right time in my life where it was like, this is actually something that I could do. Like, I enjoy this enough to where like I want to contribute to it because I appreciate it so much.
Thank you for listening to this episode. If you or your company are looking to jump into the podcast world, now is the time. The Plug Agency is here to connect you to the full power of podcasting. You just record and leave the rest to us. The people are listening and want to hear from you. theplug-agency.com. That's theplug-agency.com. Click the link in the episode description for an exclusive offer.
Yo, it's Julius, and I just made traveling easier with the motorized scooter suitcase. Let me say it again. Motorized scooter suitcase. Yeah, that's right. The luggage has got a built-in electric motor. So the suitcase, I can ride it and glide through the airport or the train station, through downtown, and it all fits in the overhead storage bin. No more crowded terminals trying to say, excuse me. Y'all gonna see me gliding through there. I can hop in and off the light rail like it's no problem. I'm not struggling to carry these heavy-ass bags of podcast equipment anymore. All you gotta do is just click the link in the episode description that says Smart Suitcase. Click Smart Suitcase and see what I'm talking about. I'm telling y'all, it's going to change the way, if you're traveling, this is going to change everything. Click the link. Let's go.